Well, good morning, students. I hope you guys are doing excellent today. And here is our plan for this week. And we will hopefully, if you get the chance to work through some of the activities, we'll be able to talk about those on our Zoom call on Thursday. You might need an adult, your mom or your dad, to come and help you navigate to some of the sites that we're going to be using. We're going to do 3 different activities for today, and I'll start with the one that's easiest, that's most obvious for you, and that is our typing program. Remember, we spend 15 minutes every day practicing our typing. I'm going to take you again to the one that we've used before, typing.com, and want to remind you to continue to both increase your challenge level, your skill level, but most of all, and listen closely, you got to make sure your fingers stay on that home bar. So pay close attention to the picture while you're typing. But then I want to introduce to you a new site. So if you are one of the older kids, maybe 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, and you have already learned where most of the letters are on your keyboard, I want to introduce to you a racing game that you can use for your 15 minutes of typing as well. So let's take a look. Okay, students, so remember to open up your Chrome browser and go up here to the URL or the toolbar, and up there we are going to type in the word typing.com. Typing.com. So this will take us to the page that hopefully you are familiar with. If you have any questions, you could ask your parents to help, but we will go to a section on students and then typing lessons, maybe the D, E, and I keys, and just click the start button. That'll take you to the intro page with the video that you can watch, and then once you are finished with the video, you can get right into it. Remember to keep your fingers here on this home bar. So there's the D key. They want you to find it. And then ready to begin, we'll press enter and start practicing D and F. All right. The other site that I wanted to show you is called Nitro Type. So you can search for that, Nitro Type. And nitrotype.com is the website, and it is a racing website. Now, once you open up to it, you will see that there is 2 options. You can sign up for free, or you can race as a guest. If you sign up, I think it'll remove some of the ads, but I don't want you to have to make an account, so you can just click race as a guest, and you might see some ads on the side, but this will allow you to play the game. Now there's some audio so that the AI, the artificial intelligence, will be able to correctly help you know which one you are going to race against. So you're going to click here, race as a guest, now that it has the car that you're going to use. We'll just wait a second for it to load. Okay, after you have finished your 15 minutes to practice typing, there is a video that I want you to watch. So the video starts off with an animation of 2 kids that are playing a video game, but then something happens, and I want to make sure that we spend some time talking about proper behavior and words and how those behaviors and words online can affect other people and how they affect us. The term that we would talk about is called cyberbullying. And I know we've talked about this in class before about what a bully is and have any of you ever been bullied and how does that make you feel? But cyberbullying is a very real problem, and so we are going to be careful to make sure that we're acting appropriately online whenever we're online. Many of you have heard before what's called the golden rule, and the way that golden rule can get applied online is to treat others the same way you would want to be treated. So the video I want you to watch is also linked in your Schoology page, so you can take a look at that, and it's going to give us an acronym S-T-O-P. That spells stop. That acronym is going to stand for S to step away if you're feeling frustrated. T to go tell a trusted adult. O, and remember that it's OK sites first, the ones that are approved. Those are the ones that you can go to. And P to stand for to pause and to think when we're online. So I'd like you to watch that video if you can now. And hopefully you've been able to come back after you pause this one and watch that video, because the last activity that we're going to do today for technology is spend some more time learning how to use and manipulate our mouse on our laptops. And if you're on a tablet, you can use your finger just to draw. But we're going to go back to the autodraw program, and I am going to introduce the rest of the functionality of the program, and hopefully you can get a chance to work through some of the projects for today. All right, now we're going to practice our autodraw program once more, working to have good fine motor skills for manipulating the mouse to create whatever is in our imagination digitally on the screen, and then the artificial intelligence will hopefully find that for us. So if you go to Google, type in autodraw, and that will take you here to the first hit, autodraw.com. And here we go. If you remember from last week, this is very similar to what we saw. So today I want to introduce these other elements on the side. And maybe you've taken some time to experiment with them, but the first is the auto draw. This is where the artificial intelligence will try to identify what it is you're drawing. And then there's just a drawing feature that'll let you just draw whatever it is you want, and it won't try to identify it. There's also text where you can type. There's the fill button that will allow you to fill in shapes with a color, and then a shapes option too, where you can make different shapes, and a color chooser, so you can change the color of whatever it is that you're making. So let's try some of these. First, I'm going to take and change my color to black. So I want to draw with black, and this time I'm going to try to draw something festive. Let's see if you can guess what it is that I'm drawing here. Let's see. Oh, looks a little bit silly, but that's all right. All right, not sure. The artificial intelligence looks like it's starting to catch on what it is I'm trying to draw here. Let's see. Have you guessed it yet? See if you are smarter than artificial intelligence. And it looks like, for the most part, it has already figured it out. So this is a pumpkin. Let's see if I can draw some of the pumpkin lines in here that normally would be in pumpkin. Try to make it three-dimensional. There we go. That looks pretty much like a pumpkin. And you'll see right up here at the top for the auto draw program, they have already spotted that was what I was trying to make. So we'll choose that one. Bingo! Excellent. There it is. That is the pumpkin. Now I want my pumpkin not to be just black. I want it to be orange like a pumpkin should be. So I'm going to go over to my color chooser, and I'm going to switch it to orange. And then I'm going to choose this tool that's called the fill tool. So if I click on this one, now as I bring my mouse over here, anywhere I click, it's going to fill in with the color that I chose. So if I click here, sure enough, my pumpkin is now orange. And maybe I want my stem up here at the top to be another color. So let's jump back over here, and we're going to choose green. If I go up to the top and click, there we go. So that is that's how you use the fill tool as well as the draw tool. Now, one other thing I want to show you, and it's this top one for selection, because once we select the shape that we made or the drawing that we made, we can manipulate it by making it bigger or smaller or moving it around on the screen. So I'm going to click select, and now I'm going to choose this one. And if I grab any of the corners right here, I can click and drag, and I can shrink them down, and I can move them right over anywhere I want to on my page. Now let's see if I can have this little pumpkin who's a jack-o'-lantern here, and I think I want to add some light on the inside here. I want to add if we had him out at night and he was going to glow. So I'm going to take my color and choose the yellow one here and the fill button. And now if I click on the inside, now he's all lit up, just like at night. And I'm going to add some more pumpkins. Now I'm going to use the auto draw again, so it can help me identify a little bit better than my drawing a few more pumpkins. So we'll draw another one here, get the stem in there, add my lines for my pumpkin. And this time I won't make it a jack-o'-lantern. This time it will just be a pumpkin. And look, it gives me two options up here on the top again for auto draw. I think this is the one that I would like to choose. So I'll click that one. And this pumpkin I'm going to make purple. So I'll click my fill tool and let's give it a blue stem up at the top. Very nice. And now this one I want to select and make a little bit smaller. And we will put it as a little gourd alongside our jack-o'-lantern. And let's do one more. I'm going to draw again in the color black. One more pumpkin. And this one will use the other one that the auto draw program identifies for me. And it looks like it's already got it right here. And this pumpkin, what color should we make this one? I can have some other palettes of colors if I click these arrow keys. I'll zoom in here so you can see. If I hover over it, it gives me these first primary options, but then if I click this little arrow button, I can get some other ones. And so this pumpkin, I would like to make green. Look at this green here. That's a nice one. So we'll choose this fill color. And then, boom, we have a green pumpkin. Let's give our stem another color. How about this? Pink or purple. There we go. And let's shrink this one down and put it alongside our other pumpkin right here. Put it right in front like that. Here we go. So now I have a nice festive scene here, and this is what I would ask you to spend a little bit of time yourself drawing. See if you can come up with some ideas for our holiday season coming up here for Halloween. So maybe there's some scary things that you can think of that you like to draw, or maybe some more fall and festive type of things, some more gourds, or maybe a pumpkin pie. Thanksgiving is going to be coming up in November, so maybe you want to draw a turkey. A lot of other things you guys can experiment on drawing, but see if you can use the rest of these tools over here. So the fill tool is what we practiced today, as well as the selection tool and the color change. When we do this in the future, maybe next week, we'll work on some of the shapes and some of the text for typing. Okay, students, hope that you had fun learning more about the auto draw program. Want to remind you to practice your typing as much as you can, certainly as we get together, 15 minutes, and then we'll keep introducing some more fun programs that you can use to get better and better at your typing. Remember how important it is to be safe when you're online. If you get frustrated, step away from the computer. Go spend some time doing another activity, maybe building or drawing, painting, or playing music. If you ever do encounter somebody on the computer that it doesn't seem right, if you get that bad feeling in your belly that something's wrong, go tell a trusted adult. Tell your parents about it. Remember that when you go to sites, go to the okay ones first, just those ones that you know are trusted. And then as you always come to the computer, remember to pause and to think whenever you're online. And I hope that you had a good time doing some of the drawing activities, learning how to keep making our designs and our imagination and creativity applicable to the computer. So you might need, again, your parents to help you do some of that, but I know you guys are going to have fun once you get the hang of it. So stay safe and have fun. We'll see you later. Bye.